What's going on, everybody? Coming to you guys for the last show of 2021. Will be the last show in the studio here for 2021. Do have an announcement that I will make at the end of the show here. And I'm not going to be very long today. Really what I wanted to come on today and do was really just fucking rant a little bit. Had an experience yesterday that very unhappy with, very surprised with how unhappy I was with it. Almost felt like I was having a panic attack. So as a lot of you guys know, I work out regularly. I work out at a place called Lifetime Fitness. Great place. It feels like a large warehouse. It's really big. Everything's white, wide open. It's brightly lit, things like that. They've got the one I go to has like 13 squat racks, bumper plates, platforms, everything, and a lot of other stuff. So Fred wants to start working out again, but he doesn't want to drive all the way to Lifetime Fitness. So he wants to go look at a place over by where we live. He wanted to go over to LA Fitness, go take a look at that. So I went with him yesterday. And we walked through, and as a way to encourage him to try to go to the gym, I went ahead and signed up with him. Ooh. Man, started quick on that. So, felt like encouraging him, so I signed up along with him, and, it's month to month, cancellation, nothing, it's real easy. So I figured, hey, no big deal. It's like $35 a month. Well, I went and worked out there yesterday afternoon, and I got to tell you, it was, I had my concerns when I walked through the first time. This was called a Premier Club, so that's supposed to be their most high-end version. And I'll be honest, was quite disappointed. Walk through, and the walls are like covered in brown wood. It looked really, really nice, really clean and everything, but it didn't feel bright and big and open. So that was one thing that we started off with, felt kind of awkward. Then yesterday, I always do a leg exercise in the morning, or in the beginning, do one leg exercise and then one body part. While I'm standing there, they have one squat rack, and it's like a true rack where, it's a cage. Then they have 3 squat stands, or rack stands, basically, where it's slanted arms with little arms that come out to the side so you can catch the bar if you drop it, but just hooks. Not necessarily like a squat rack. They had no deadlifting platform whatsoever in the gym. So yesterday I go in there to work out, and right off the bat, kind of got pissed. You have to go to the front desk. I know how all this will sound, but in comparison, when I compare the two of them, maybe you'll see the differences here. When you go into LA Fitness, you have to request a towel. Like, you have to stand there at the front desk and request a towel. At Lifetime, they just have stacks of them all over the place. You can walk up and grab whatever you need. At LA Fitness, there's actually an RFID reader inside of the towel, so you can't walk out with it. Hey, I get that from the business decision, but you got this hard fucking chip inside the towel, so when you're going and wiping, your face off and everything, you're smacking yourself with this RFID reader inside the towel. And it's not small. It's like 4 inches long. It's kind of ridiculous. So you have to ask them for hand towels and large towels. Again, at Lifetime, I walk in. They have stacks of like hand towels everywhere that you can use for wiping off your arms and your face and everything when you're working out. And they also have in the locker rooms just shelves full of large towels, so you can use them in the pool or in the sauna or in the shower, or like I use them for when I go upstairs when I'm sweating really bad. I'll put them down on top of the benches and things like that. And you can just go through really as many as you need. LA Fitness, you have to go ask them for them. And that's an awkward feeling, I'll be honest with you, because like I go through 3 or 4 towels. I mean, I'm dripping, soaking wet. So that's an awkward feeling to have to walk up there and continue to ask for towels. Another thing I found weird when I was at LA is that they don't have like cleaning stations throughout the gym. Even before COVID, it was common courtesy practice to wipe down your shit. Clean your weights off. I mean, not really the weights. That's not that big of a deal because you worry about your hand. But like the benches, things like that, cleaning off the benches, wiping down the sweat off your benches, things like that. So most places have cleaning stations. At Lifetime, they have wipes. You walk over, you grab wipes and they're all over. You grab them, wipe down your bench, your mat, whatever, and you go throw the wipe away. Well, LA Fitness, you have to walk around with a fucking bottle of spray. When you walk in, there's a cart that has like 40 or 50 bottles, spray bottles of disinfectant inside of it that you're expected to carry around with you while you're working out to wipe down all the shit. So that's kind of a fucked up thing. They do have paper towels where you can go over and grab paper towels and wipe everything down and clean it that way, but kind of obnoxious in that way. You have to carry around this bottle. So I start my workout. So that's just me getting into the gym now. The other thing was in the locker room, LA Fitness, even at 24-hour fitness, in some of these other places, you go into the locker room, you can, there's locks built into the locker room. LA Fitness, you have to bring your own lock. Just one more thing you have to bring to the gym. Like Lifetime makes it to where you don't have to bring anything to the gym. That's really convenient. You walk in and there's a 3-tumbler or 4-tumbler lock on each locker, and you can lock your shit up. That's fantastic. So going to the locker room at LA Fitness, they don't have that. You have to put your own lock in there. So that's kind of a thing as well. The bathroom, was very disappointed in the bathroom. When I walked in, it was very small, dirty, just a couple, 2 sinks. And really not enough areas for people to go to the bathroom even. It was very, very, very sad in that respect. Again, this is supposed to be their best gym. So then I actually go work out. I know it sounds like a fucking bitch fest, but when you get used to working out somewhere and you feel comfortable, like I said, it almost felt like I was having a panic attack because everything was so drastically different, and you have to literally bring more to the gym. I already bring a bag that's got a change of clothes in there. I've got extra shoes in there. I've got my lifting belt in there. I've got my wrist wraps in there. I've got my the guards you put on the bar so the weights aren't sliding around. I bring my own with me. Stuff like that, plus the stuff that I had in my pocket. So I've got my gym bag with me and my water bottle. I don't feel like I should have to be bringing more with me. So it was kind of awkward. So anyway, I go in there and I get there about 4:00 yesterday, and gym's not too busy. There's not really anybody in there. But I walk in, and of the 4 squat racks, only one of them is open. 3 of them are being taken up by kids literally just in there fucking around. They're not really lifting. They're in there just kind of fucking around. So I go get on one, and I do different exercises on this squat rack to, Romanian deadlifts. I use that area to do Romanian deadlifts. Well, from there, I needed to go over to the benches. Okay. Right away yesterday, noticed something that was going to be an issue. Their dumbbell weights only go up to 100 pounds. Lifetime goes up to 130. Now, I'm back up to the squat rack. When I go to Lifetime, there's 13 squat racks at Lifetime. Every single one of them is a platform. Every single one of them has bumper plates. Every single one of them has pads. So you can do deadlifts, you can do squats, it's got arms. You can do any number of exercises on these things. Plus, they all have landmines on the side of them, so you can actually do landmine exercises on every single one of these squat racks. So there's none of that in this place. There's none of that anywhere to be found. So then I go over to the benches. Again, dumbbells here at LA Fitness only go up to 100 pounds. When I'm doing dumbbell bench press, at Lifetime, they have 130 pounds. I already do 4 and 5 sets at 8 to 10 reps per set with 130 pounds. Again, I know how that sounds, but I'm not going to sit here and do 6 sets of 20 with 100 pounds just because I need to get the weight lift in. That bothers me. If you know anything about weightlifting, yes, you can build muscle mass by some of these smaller weights, but there is a such thing as a muscle memory. So if you're not lifting heavy weights, then your muscles are going to lose that memory. So you try to go do that at some later point, it's going to feel awkward, or you may not even be able to lift it. Same thing as you go do regular bench press, you may feel comfortable doing 225 pounds, which is 2 plates on each side. You may feel comfortable doing that. And then for 6 months, you don't go work out with those plates. You just do higher reps with 135 pounds. When you go to do that 225, it's going to feel fucked up. It's going to feel weird. So I've worked really hard to get where I'm at. I don't want to go backwards. Lifetime has 100-pound dumbbells and 105s and 110s and 120s and 130s. And they're going up to 150s. So kind of losing that there. Well, I go to sit down at the bench. The fucking benches are bolted into the ground. Like you can't move them. And they're only 2 feet from the free weights. They're only 2 feet from the actual weights themselves. So it's a very awkward thing. If you're actually lifting anything heavy, you have to have space because you got to lift them up. If you're working out by yourself, you don't have somebody hoisting the weights for you. You've got to lift them up. So you need kind of room to move. I go to bend over yesterday to pick up the weights. My head is literally right on top of the fucking weight rack. It's a very awkward feeling. You can't move the benches around anywhere. I went to sit on a bench that's like a chair, and there was a girl next to me doing hip thrusters. Her feet, because the benches are so close and you cannot move them, her feet were literally under my bench. Her feet were literally under mine, like when I'm trying to lift. Very fucking awkward feeling. So that was extremely bothersome. Again, at Lifetime, they don't have, I will say this, they had probably 20 benches over here at LA Fitness, but they're bolted in. At Lifetime, they maybe have 10, maybe half as many, but you can move them around. You can take them to the other machines. Like if you need to use them over on the Smith machine, you can take them over there. That's something they didn't have over here at LA Fitness was they had 2 Smith machines, but you had no ability to put a chair under there if you wanted to do like shoulder press or incline bench with the Smith machine and stuff like that. It felt like the capabilities to work out at LA Fitness were so much smaller. And again, I know it sounds bad, but I just felt awkward and I felt weird and I didn't get a good workout. It was very upsetting. Like I was doing shoulder shrugs yesterday, working on my traps. I normally lift 130 pounds over at Lifetime. I could only do 100 pounds. So where I would normally do 4 sets of 10 with 130-pound dumbbells over at Lifetime, I'm doing 4 sets of 15 with the 100 pounds. Yeah, volume-wise, you're lifting more weight, but again, you're not lifting as much weight per rep. And so you're putting less stress on your body, which, hey, if that's your goal, it's fine. You can lift that way, but for me, that's not my goal. I'd like to maintain strength into my 40s. So it's just a really awkward thing. And so as I'm walking out, I had decided, I cut my workout short. I decided as I was leaving that I was going to cancel my membership. Again, I had just signed up yesterday. And as I'm walking out of the gym, I decided that as I'm leaving, I'm going to cancel my membership. So I walked to the front. Well, let me back up for a second. The thing that ultimately decided for me that I was going to cancel, I was telling myself I'm willing to deal with a lot of this other stuff. I'm willing to accept some of these things that are here because if I go to the gym here, it may encourage Fred to go on a regular basis. Really, the two of us can't work out together. We're so fucking competitive. The last time we worked out together, I literally tried to kill him. Like, I went out of my way to just keep doing fucking sets, and he hadn't worked out in a long time, and he was coming back from a torn fucking bicep. I was like, oh, you haven't worked out in a while? Cool. Let's go do 200 burpees. Oh, cool. Let's do supersets between fucking snatches and deadlifts. Awesome. Like, I'm literally, like, he hasn't worked out in months. And that's just how he and I are. We're just super competitive. I was telling somebody this yesterday. I challenged Fred to that, to the 22-day 22-day, 22 push-up challenge. Raising awareness for, suicide amongst veterans. And there's a video of the two of us doing the push-ups together. By push-up 7, you can see we're doing it in pace with each other. But by push-up 7, we are literally, you can see each one of us trying to go faster and faster and faster and faster. Like, we're literally in competition, and we're fucking 40 years old, and this is what we're doing. And it's just instinctual between the two of us. So we start going faster and faster and faster and faster, and we don't stop at 22. We just keep pushing. We just keep going past 22 push-ups. And we just, now we're just fucking in pure, full-blown competition mode, seeing who can do the most push-ups. So I know that Fred and I wouldn't be able to work out together because we would literally kill each other. Not like, beat each other up, but like we would go in there and push each other, which is probably a good thing, but neither one of us would stop until someone literally gets hurt. And that's not a good idea. So my idea was just that if I go, he'll go on a more regular basis. I already go. So it would feel good to have him there more often. Well, when I was there yesterday, obviously with all these other issues, it's stuck in there. I was pretty upset, but like I said, I was willing to deal with a lot of them. The one that killed me is that my routine yesterday had me going back to the squat racks to use the barbells for a particular exercise. Okay? I was supposed to do barbell shrugs. I needed a barbell, and I needed like 350 pounds. Well, that's the only place you're going to get that much space and that much weight is by the squat racks. So I go over there, and 2 out of the 4 squat racks are being used by people working out, actually doing squats or, heavy lifting exercises with the bar and the weights. Not fucking kidding with you when I tell you that 2 out of the 4, the people weren't even using the squat racks. They were literally standing next to the squat rack, lifting weights in the mirrors next to the squat racks with their towels and their bullshit hanging on the fucking squat rack itself. And that was obnoxious to me. What that told me is that the people that go here have no gym etiquette. Then from that point on, I started looking around, and what I noticed at Lifetime, for example, look, it's $80 to work out there. That's like the bare minimum to work out at this facility is $80. So in general, you're not going to have a lot of kids working out there. In general, you're going to have people that are coming there to fucking work out, because most people aren't going to spend $80 a month and go fuck around in a gym. They're actually going to go work out. Well, this place is $35 a month. So I started seeing it was a lot younger crowd. It was a lot more of inexperience in here, and people were fucking around a lot. I'm looking at the weights. People are leaving shit on the ground. People aren't racking anything. I'm literally watching people not wipe shit down. And like I said, I sweat. I sweat like a motherfucker when I'm in there working out. I'm dripping in sweat. I wipe everything down after every station. I go from one bench to the next. I wipe that fucking bench down. I re-rack my weights. So it's really obnoxious to me when I see all of this other shit. And I just looked at it, and I know, hey, again, first world problems. But I looked at the demographic that's sitting there and paying $35, and that applies to a much larger swath of people than are going to pay $80. And so I realized to myself, you know what? I would rather pay the $80 for my peace of mind, to feel like I'm in a place where people are working out and they don't bother you, but they take care of their shit. Every once in a while you get an asshole in there, but for the most part, people are just there to work out. So when I saw that, I literally, there was a kid, he was in one of the squat racks. He was standing next to it. He was standing next to the rack, and his girlfriend was sitting on the floor on the other side of the squat rack playing on her computer. And I say kid, they're probably late teens, early 20s. But his girlfriend is sitting on the floor with their fucking laptop doing whatever the fuck she's doing while he's on the side of the squat rack. And I said, this is not for me. This place, it wasn't for me at all. So I walked up and I canceled. I told the lady, I said, I want to cancel my membership. And she says, well, why? Why would you cancel your membership? And I told her, I said, without going through a shitload of the details with you, I said, if you walk back to the squat racks right now, you got 4 of them and 2 of them are being used as fucking coat hangers. I said, that's obnoxious to me. And I said, you guys are here and you say nothing about that. People want to come here and use those things. Believe it or not, there are people that like to work out their legs. And I can't go take the bar off of the, one of the bench press areas or one of the fucking incline areas and do my squats over there. I need a rack. Things like that. And I said, you guys are allowing people just to sit over there and fuck around. And I said, you got limited space. And I said, it sucks. It really sucks. And so, anyway, canceled my membership. And she refunded all my money right then and there. Well, I'll get it back in like 7 to 10 days. Whatever. So, I was just amazed. What I got used to working out at Lifetime. That you just get used to it. You get used to that kind of space, that facility. Like, I also work out at a private facility, but you know what you're getting at this private facility. A buddy of mine, Robert, he owns a private gym. You know what you're getting there. It's more of a gritty, small environment. There's outside, they have inside. I've posted many videos from this place. You know what you're getting when you go there. I enjoy that environment for certain purposes. But you know what you're getting there. You go to a place like LA Fitness Premier, you expect to have a comparable experience to the lowest level of Lifetime. Because Lifetime goes, they had the one I go to is an Onyx level. I think they have above that, there's like I don't know, like Onyx Preferred, and there's like Diamond, and there's some other shit. They've got some really fucking nice gyms. Super fucking nice gyms. You would think that the LA Preferred would be at least on par with the lowest level of Lifetime, and it's not. I was very, very disappointed. Just disappointed overall with the whole experience. So, cancel my membership. And we'll be, I never cancel my membership to Lifetime, so I'll just keep doing that there. Plus the thing at Lifetime, look, when I work out, I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background. I listen to rock music all day long. See if I can, let's see. If you guys hear this. So, this is what I listen to all day long. I listen to rock music. When I go to Lifetime, the place is big enough. I put my headphones in. I'm banging my head. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not throwing weights around. I'm not grunting and screaming and making a bunch of noise, but I'm enjoying my workout. I'm headbanging. I am doing some singing. It's horrible, god-awful singing. It's a lot of growling and grunting, but no one fucks with me over there. I literally was right on top of people at LA Fitness. I did a hammer strength shoulder shrug machine. It's a machine where you're sitting down and there's bars on the side and there's weights over here. And when you stand up, you're just moving your shoulders up and down, doing shoulder shrugs with the weights here. I'm not joking. Again, it's a fixed station. You can't move this around. It literally sits 3 feet from the benches for the free weights. So when I'm sitting there, Not a fucking joke. Not a joke. There was a guy, I can't move it around, and the guy in front of me using the bench in front of me can't move his bench around. I'm literally standing there, and he was doing a dumbbell row. He's bent over on the bench, and he's rowing a dumbbell. Okay? He's facing me. I'm standing up. He's literally looking straight at my dick. And I felt bad. I felt bad for the guy. It sucks because literally there's no option for him other than he's got to stop his workout and turn around, because I don't have another option to use this machine other than not use the machine. He has, in order for him to do the exercise he's doing, he's either got to put his head down, which is going to change his form altogether, or he's got to stare at my crotch. And that sucks. At Lifetime, that particular machine sits off in a corner by itself in front of a mirror. Out of the way, so that way you're not using it in front of anybody else. At Lifetime, I will say this too, they've gone through and organized all the machines. So you have things like hip thrusters. Women use those machines a lot. They do hip thrusters. They have it turned so where it's like facing a wall where there's not a mirror. It's kind of a big column area. They have it facing there that way. So when a woman gets on there, it's not like her legs are spread and her crotch is there and everybody's sitting there staring at her. It's a little more comfortable feeling for that female. The exercise machines around it aren't going to give someone a view of, from the other angle, from her, between her legs. So Lifetime does a pretty good job. I think they do a great job of spreading the shit around, making sure that people are comfortable, organizing it so no one feels like they're just like being watched upon or they're being encroached upon by somebody else. And just all the other amenities. And so I was very disappointed by LA Fitness. So anyway, cancel membership. So look, I'm going to wrap this up. I did want to say that if you've watched to this point, I'm going to let you guys know that Fred and we're not going and doing anything. We're 40 years old. We have no intention of going out and partying except for on his patio. So tonight, Fred and I are actually going to go live on Facebook from his patio. We're going to sit out there. We're going to smoke hookah. It's going to get really cold here in Houston tonight. The temperature around 9 o'clock is supposed to dip into, I think it's supposed to get below freezing around 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Wind chill, because Houston's going to be a little bit of wind coming in and it's humid. Wind chill in our area is going to be in the upper 20s tonight. So we're going to start the brand new year off freezing fucking cold here in Houston, but we're excited about it. So tonight, Fred and I will be doing a live on Facebook. We're going to go on my channel. I'll tag him in it. But we're going to go live on Facebook tonight, probably around 7:30, 8-ish, something like that. We're going to get on there, talk some shit. Got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about with Fred. Originally was supposed to do a show, end of year show with Fred and Dustin, but hey, life happens, shit comes up, got to take care of work. We couldn't record that show yesterday, so Fred and I are going to do it tonight. We're going to hang out, have a good time, and I do hope that as many people as going to be going out, I hope you guys are safe. If I don't talk to you guys again until the new year, I hope I get to see all of you in one piece, not in handcuffs, in the new year. Don't drink and drive. There's many options out there. Uber, Lyft, some of these others. Take a taxi. Get a hotel. Don't drink and drive. Y'all stay safe. I want to see everybody in the new year. I want to see everybody with their limbs, their parts, their pieces. I want to see you with as much blood. Hey, party, have a good time. You're throwing up, whatever. But be safe. Guys, don't do anything crazy. I can't say don't do anything I wouldn't do, because you'll still get in a lot of fucking trouble if you do that. But anyway, I love you guys. I hope everybody has an amazing new year. And if I don't see you guys tonight, Happy New Year. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.